Open a random page on Wikipedia. Pick any year, say, 150 AD. You'll find names of Roman senators, generals, governors. Men who ruled provinces. Men who were feared, obeyed, worshipped by thousands. You've never heard of a single one of them. Not because they didn't matter, they mattered enormously. To everyone around them. For a while. And now they're gone. Not just dead, erased. Their names mean nothing. Their achievements, forgotten. The empire they served so faithfully doesn't even exist anymore. Here's the question that should terrify you: what makes you think it'll be any different for you? And here's the strange part: the Stoics weren't scared by this question. They found freedom in it. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth. And in his private journal, never meant for anyone else to read, he kept doing something strange. He kept listing the names of emperors before him. Men who were once worshipped as gods. Men whose statues filled every city. He'd write their names down, and then remind himself, gone. Forgotten. Dust. Why would the most powerful man alive spend his time thinking about this? Because he wasn't trying to depress himself. He was trying to lower the stakes. If even the gods of his time were forgotten, completely, totally, without exception, then whatever pressure he felt to be remembered, to matter, to leave some permanent mark, that pressure was an illusion. A weight he didn't actually have to carry. And this is where it gets uncomfortable, because most of us are carrying that exact weight right now. Think about it honestly. How much of what you do is secretly about being seen? Building something people will remember. Making an impact. Leaving a legacy. Being the person people talk about after you're gone. It feels like ambition. It feels healthy. Productive, even. But strip it down, and what is it really? It's the need for approval, stretched across time. Instead of needing people to like you today, you need people to remember you forever. Same fear. Just a longer timeline, and like all approval seeking, it's a contract you can never actually collect on. You won't be there to see whether you're remembered. You won't get the validation you're working so hard for. Ever. So what did the Stoics do with this? Did they just give up? Stop trying? No. They did something much harder. They let death make life louder, not quieter. This is what Memento Mori actually means: remember you will die. Not as a threat. As a release. Because once you stop trying to be remembered, once you accept that this, right now, is genuinely all you get, something shifts. The pressure to make your life mean something to people who don't exist yet disappears. What's left is just this moment. This conversation. This work. This breath. And suddenly, that's not depressing. That's the only thing that was ever real to begin with. Here's how you actually use this. Tonight, before you sleep, ask yourself one question: if today were completely erased from history, if no one ever knew it happened, would I still choose to live it the way I did? Not, was it productive? Not, did people notice? Just, was it yours? Some days the answer will be no. Good. That's useful information. It means you were performing for an audience that, as Seneca pointed out, was never really watching. Other days the answer will be yes. And on those days, you'll feel something most people chase their whole lives and never find: the quiet sense that you don't need anything else. Not recognition. Not legacy. Not permanence. Just this. Right now. Which was always enough. Marcus Aurelius ruled the known world, and the lesson he kept teaching himself, over and over, his entire life, was that none of it would last. Not his power. Not his name. Not even his empire. He wasn't Rome. Rome fell. His name is now a quote on motivational posters. But here's what did survive: not his throne, not his armies. His honesty. His private thoughts. The way he showed up, fully, in moments no one was watching. You won't be remembered either. Almost certainly not. But you're here. Right now. And that was never the consolation prize. That was always the entire point. If this made you sit with something, good. Sit with it a little longer. There's more where this came from. Most people scroll past this kind of thing in 5 seconds and forget it by tomorrow. If you don't want to be most people, subscribe. Not for me. For the next time you need to hear this and forget you already knew it. See you in the next one.